Hey guys, welcome to Attack on TCG. This is Jeff. You know and love me. I'm bringing you a deck profile. I'm bringing you the SS3 Majin Buu. It is a mono blue deck. It's pretty fantastic, guys. It can be rather scary and frightening when you're throwing it at people, and you can just tell by the sheer terror in their eyes. But we'll go ahead and get into it. We're going to run the standard SS3. He really doesn't need any explanations. Everyone knows what he does. He's just kind of a staple card. So that's our leader. You know, pitch a card, take 2 life, add to energy, and then he retaps, or he draws 2 when you switch or when you flip him, and then he draws 1 when he attacks, and at the end of your turn you get to retap 3. So it's pretty standard. It's basic. Everyone knows it. We're gonna go ahead and get into our support line first. Get that out of the way. These are the staples of pretty much any deck that runs blue. You run 4 Whisa's Coercion. It's basically a free negate, so it's good to go. Then we run 4 of the Unyielding Spirit Trunks. When you combo with them on your turn, get to draw, retap an energy. That's pretty fantastic. Just basic energy modulation. Then we're going to run the Senzu Beans. If you're running blue, you have to have these. It's just kind of a thing. Pay 1, give somebody 5k for the duration of turn, and then you're gonna tap 2 energy, or retap 2. Fantastic, basic. Now, I also run 2 Mafuba. This is arguably one of the best negates in the game. It does cost 2 energy, but it shuts down a card for 2 turns, and that's what you needed to do. It's pretty fantastic. And it allows you to kind of get up a little bit more of an advantage. I only run 2 simply because the cost is kind of high, and I don't want to get stuck with too much. But outside of Flying Nimbus, this is probably the best negate in the game. Then, as far as our super combos, I run Powers Combined Kibito Kai. Now, a lot of people don't like to use him because his draw is not guaranteed. I use it aggressively, so that way I can get what I need. It's really fantastic. And then defensively, it's super good because you choose the card that they pick up and add back to hand. So if you're trying to save energy, you combo with this and then grab their super combo. So now they're down 10k. It kind of helps you out. So I like him. He's a little bit more of a strategic play. You're not guaranteed that draw every turn, but it is pretty cool. I do enjoy him. Then, our other little support engine here is the other pseudo super combo, and that's the Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. Pay 1, get the 10k, and then draw a card. So, secondary, and that's where I have my auto draw. So, now, we'll get into the actual bread and butter and the meat of this deck. We're going to run 4 Agent of Resurrection Babidi. When he's played, he allows you to look at the top 3, grab a Majin Buu, and add it to hand. Pretty basic for a Buu. One of your targets with the Babidi is going to be your energy-boosted Majin Buu. We do run 4 of it. Sorry, the card's being a little weird, not wanting to stand out. We run 4 of it. It's a play, costs 1. You get to draw a card when you play him. Pretty standard. The other part that kind of helps get you going is Magician's Father Bibidi. While he's on the field, all your Majin Buus gain barrier. That's just phenomenal, because a lot of them don't have it. And then, auto, when you play this card, you can grab 1 evil out-of-control Majin Buu from your deck and play him automatically. So for 4 energy, you get to play another card. That's a 3 energy, and now he has barrier too. So it's pretty fantastic. We only run 2 of them because he's a 4-drop, and it's just a little expensive as far as energy costs. But since I mentioned him, we're going to go ahead and talk about him. Out of Control Evil Majin Buu. He has critical. He's 15k. He's a 3-drop. He's a 3-drop. Then his Union Absorb costs 1 blue energy. Then you get to take a card from your hand that's a battle card, place underneath of this card, and then immediately go and grab a blue Majin Buu of 25,000 power or less and place on top of it. Now, he's pretty fantastic. even if you're just leaving him out there for right now, like just early starts, it's critical, and that kind of aggression is always fun. But the card that we grab with the evil out of control is the power-absorbing Majin Buu. He's the big beefy guy. You can evolve him outright for 4 energy, or you can use evil out of control and get him that way for free, or for 1 energy. But his effect is that he has dual attack, so he can swing twice a turn. And then also, you can choose 1 South Supreme Kai that's underneath of him and get his effects. That's pretty fantastic because that now gives him critical. And he has another effect, but it doesn't really come into play too much in this deck particularly, but it's not a terrible, because the way the metaphor, or just the way the game kind of functions, barrier's a giant thing, so the South Supreme Kai's effect is a little wasted. But go ahead and show you him. This is the target. You want him in your hand when you go to play your out of control. It's Majin Defiler South Supreme Kai. He has critical. He's another 3-drop that's 15k. So again, kind of decent aggression early on. And then when this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost equal to 3 or less, and then return it to its owner's hand. Barrier is a kind of a thing. It does kind of hurt. So his the second part of him is a little rough, but having him under this guy makes it to where he's a dual attacker who has critical 25. And if they have something small in the field that doesn't have barrier, you can pop it. So it's pretty fantastic. Then, our big swinger, big dangerous and scary thing, is the ultimate evil Majin Buu. He's the 7-drop. To pay him, hard cast him at 7 energy makes him almost unplayable, but because of his effects, it only costs 1 energy, blue energy to EX Evolve. And then you have to pitch 2 cards from hand, and then it allows you to restand. So he's in rest mode, you play him on top for the energy, it allows you to restand him back up. And then his effect is when you do this, he gains 30,000 for the turn. So that makes him a 60,000 swinger with triple strike. He's scary. Super scary card to be dropping on somebody. And then the beautiful thing is if you have enough energy live and you have a second one in hand, you can swing with him for 60. Do it again, pitch another 2 cards, stand him back up, and now he's 90,000 with triple strike. So it makes him really scary, and it's fantastic. The last card that we play in the deck is Dimensional Banisher Fu. He's going to have the double strike. He's got the 20k. He's an overwhelm for 1 energy. You got to pitch 5 from your drop area to make him happen. But when you use it, you can pick one of their battle cards and banish it to the warp. So it's kind of cool. Barrier is a thing, so if you can catch them the right cards, you got to pick and choose. But it's really decent. A good suggestion, if you guys don't like Banisher, would be to go with Scientist Fu for the draw power. But Banisher or Scientist does cost 7 cards. 7 is still a little hard to pull off in this deck in particular. 5's a little easier. That's the real reason I went with Banisher as opposed to Scientist. But that's the deck, guys. I love playing it. I step away from it periodically, and every time I do, I immediately come running right back to it. I just love it. I would like to see some more Majin Buu cards to make it just a little bit better. I think it's really good. But it probably could use a little help just to get it a little bit closer to the meta. But outside of that, I really do love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the video and the information I brought to you. We have a duel coming up here soon of Buu versus Veggies. So look forward to that. And, ring the bell, do the subscribing, liking, and all that good stuff. Comments below, as always. We love you much, guys. And thanks for watching. And George Clinton, if you are watching, we would love to have you on the show. Bye.
Oh my god. Like everything at once.
Yeah.
I thought I could get the door open without it going.
No, it's like... Yeah, man.
Well, no, Billy ran downstairs.
Oh, really?
The hamster
Ha-
ferret.
The weasel going crazy.
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry about that.
Did you stop recording?
No, just go straight to it.
Just go.
Go straight to it.
Just go straight into it. Okay.
I can split them later. Actually, no. Stop. I think that's my folder.